Hey babes, and welcome back to Jazz's Angel Number Tarot. It is a different vibe over here, and today we are tapping into the sign of Capricorn for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Wherever you have the Capricorn placement in your chart, you can apply this to. Before we get started, check me out on Etsy in the description below if you'd like your own private personal tarot reading. I don't do payments through Instagram, and my only Instagram is linked directly below. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel and check me out on Patreon where I post my personal spells, collective spreads, all sorts of stuff on Patreon. Other than that, Capricorn, we're going to get into what's going on with you guys. I just heard focus. And it was interesting because it was like in a whisper. I heard focus in a whisper. So it's like you're getting these different signs and signals to focus or to get back to something. I just heard put yourself up. Okay. All right, let's start here. The first card that came out for you guys was back on task. So I see you guys returning back to self, focusing back on what the original plan was, getting back to who you really are, that kind of thing. Be sure that you're using your time in the best possible manner. You might you might consider reviewing your goals, your schedule, or your project that you're working on. All could use some fine tuning. So I feel like you had started doing something and now you're doing something different. So the universe is kind of leading you to get back to what it is that you had initially planned, something like that. Empower yourself. Tune into your personal power. You are more than able to handle the situation that you are facing. Allow yourself to be strong, beautiful, and the person that you are capable of being. Beautiful. So yeah, I feel like you guys had wanted something at some point. And I'm tapping into an energy of someone who started to work on getting somewhere, and it's like throughout that path you started to get influenced by like maybe what other people have going on or someone else's projection, and you started to try to say, okay, I need to do things like they do, or I need to, and it's like, no, the universe is telling you to empower yourself, remember who you are, and get back to who you really are. Get off of someone else's path with their own timeline, their own challenges, etc., and hop back onto yours. We have clearing the excess. You're entering a transitional phase and would benefit from clearing the excess clutter, whether it's in your physical body or your physical space. So it may be time for a detox, maybe time for a cleansing of the system, okay? There's different cleanses and stuff like that you can find on Amazon, 7-day cleanse, 14-day cleanses, whatever, to get your health, you know, in a good space. But yeah, even beyond that, tapping into this energy, you may need to, you know, readjust your physical space. Like get the feng shui together in your house, or if you've been, you know, like lazy lately, you haven't been working on your goals and things like that, your house likely reflects. So you may want to get back to have a spring cleaning day or something. We have replacing what was lost. Now that you have the opportunity to regenerate and start anew, create with a new perspective or outlook. This card may also indicate abundance on the horizon. Wow. So I'm getting this message of prepare now. It's interesting because I was getting this message a lot for Taurus. Maybe you have some Taurus in your chart. But yeah, tapping into this energy, it's like, okay, what you had lost before is now being replaced with things that are for you, that are in divine right yours. That, you know, pedestal that you put someone else on, you're replacing that person with yourself. Or, you know, incoming abundance is on the way. What you thought you had to, you know, be like someone else to achieve is now just being given to you because you're worthy and so deserving, etc. I just heard conversation. So you may be having a conversation with someone you haven't spoken to in a while, especially if it's been on your mind a lot, like the last few days or the last week. Gentle moderation. Take your time. Pressure from others can be released by renegotiating what it is that you're trying to accomplish. So for those of you who are going towards a goal, but you got discouraged somewhere along the way, maybe set smaller goals. I stand by micro goals. I stand by micro goals. Creating smaller goals on the way to your bigger goal will always be the wave. You'll always have a win. You know, a lot of consistent wins. You won't have to feel like everything is desolate because you're not winning until you get where you ultimately want to be. Always a reason to celebrate. You'll always be constantly reminded that you're on the right path because you're having all of these little wins. Micro goals is the way to go. Don't just, you know, leave yourself to kind of have one bigger, just one big, huge goal. Definitely break it down into smaller goals. It'll help you organize, help you with knowing what it is that you should do every day, so everything isn't on a whim. Micro goals is definitely the way to go. But yeah, it's time to get out. Look at this. We got the 9 of Swords in reverse. It's time to get out of this energy where you're, you know, feeling down, feeling like things aren't working out. I feel like something didn't work out. Something didn't work out, but your past is not a reflection of your future. It may be a reflection of your present, but your present is a reflection of your future. So if you change what you're doing right now, your future is going to reflect abundance. That's so crazy because they literally got this same, Taurus literally got this same combination, and then the star was at the bottom of the deck for them. The sun and the star indicates fame for me as a reader. It is not only wish fulfillment, but victory. That is fame. Even if, you know, you don't want to be famous or anything like that, this is notoriety, being respected in whatever community you're in. This is, you know, people looking up to you, putting you on a pedestal, that kind of thing. Having a lot of respect, a lot of accolade, but there's a tearing down energy that has to happen. That's so crazy. A lot of these cards came out for Taurus. You may want to watch that if you feel called to, but they have the 6 of Cups in reverse too, I'm pretty sure. Maybe they didn't. I feel like they really did. I know they had the Tower as well. So a lot of these cards are mirroring their spread. Maybe there's a message there for you as well. But yeah, Capricorn, tapping into your energy, I feel like it's definitely time to get back on that horse, because there's a guarantee here of some serious success. We even got that like sudden windfall that's coming in, that abundance. Soon as you commit to this path, the universe is really hooking you up, but you do have to walk away from something that no longer serves you. This was in their spread too. This is like crazy. Like almost all of these cards, all but like 3 of these cards were in their spread. Yeah, 8 of Cups. That's an energy of walking away from your old life, walking away from disappointment, starting over again, trying again. 2 of Wands, now with so much more purpose. King of Wands. This is organized, divine masculine energy. I always use the example, like if, say you wanted to be a famous makeup artist. That's what you wanted to be. Maybe you will start off, you know, learning videos on YouTube, and then you start off going to school for it, or you start with building your own Instagram if you're like a non-professional or non-school going type of person. You don't have to go to school to learn that stuff, like you really don't. Starting on Instagram, and then maybe you work at a shop, and then you rent a booth, you know, your own personal little room at a shop, and then maybe you have your own business, and then you start doing freelance, and then you start saying, okay, I'm gonna go for higher and higher you know, clients of a higher caliber now that I've built this platform, etc. During this whole process. You know, when you make those micro goals, you'll always have something you're working towards, always have something that you're celebrating, and that will guarantee you end up where it is you want to be. It's a foolproof plan. Once you make all those micro goals, that's how you really achieve your success. So I think it's time for you to say, okay, where do I ultimately want to be, and what are the different you know, things in my path? Like, what do I need to do to get there? What is going to lead me to there? What is you can start there and work backwards. What's a step down from that? Okay, what's a step down from that? What's a step down from that? And then you see where you are, and then you go forward. I feel like that'll really help you. We have the 3 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles in reverse. The universe is definitely working with you. You don't have to do this all alone. You don't have to think about everything on your own. The universe will send you different signs, signals, nudges to help you. Knight of Swords in reverse. It's not about just going harder as well as what I'm hearing. You don't want to tire yourself out. There's been plenty of times where I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna just bang out all this crazy content and I'm just gonna do it. And then like I lay in bed for 3-4 days afterwards and it's like, okay, you did all of that in one day, but you really could have just spread out that content in 3 or 4 days, since you can't do anything after that anyways. You know, so it's like, it's not about going harder, it's about working smarter, not harder, being more organized. Capricorn, making, you know, those micro goals, not, you know, just going harder, because you're gonna tire yourself out. Let's see what's going on in love. What's going on in love for Cap? Yeah, I get a lot of that this week. There's a lot of ooh, you guys got new love. This is cool. There's a lot of putting ourselves at the forefront of our own lives. There's a lot of not putting anyone on a pedestal. I feel like that's a collective energy, because, you know, putting other people in these high places, like this is an energy, we're dismantling all of that. Past life relationship, new love, getting something by, you know, fighting for it, working super, super hard for it. Like that's the whole reason why that's the whole reason with the GameStop thing, like with, you know, buying the stock and things like that. The people took back the power and they were like, we're gonna work smarter, not harder. We're gonna work together and we are going to freak the system. And they did. And they got what they wanted, instead of, you know, looking up to, okay, how can we, and what are all the, you know, rich people, what are they investing in? They're saying, we're going to take this stock that don't even matter, because people don't buy physical games anymore. Everything is downloaded for the most part. You know, we're going to take this stock that doesn't even have any value and we're just going to freak the system. And that's why they were successful, because they work smarter, not harder anyways. Moving on. There's so much going on in the world right now. Like, I need to have a segment where I just talk about world news. No, I don't. So anyways, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings, past life relationship, you have known each other before. So Capricorn, there is new love on the way to you guys. New love on the way to you guys, past life relationship, someone who you resonate with. And I see that as a overall reflection, like an overall energy coming into your life, like you guys returning back home, returning back into yourself, having what was lost or replaced, getting back on task. You're being united with familiar energies, but not people necessarily from this life, like people who you've known in past lives who have helped you complete your missions that you had in those lifetimes, in those spaces. Like, I see you being reunited with your spiritual team. So don't fear loneliness, Capricorn, because it'll be temporary. At the bottom of the day, that was not the saying at all. At the end of the day, you deserve love and honeymoon. You are lovable is what it says at the bottom of you deserve love and honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So you deserve love, you deserve happiness, you deserve everything, all of that. But you can't get that trying to live out someone else's story. How can the universe bless you with something when you're living out someone else's, your energy is surrounded with, you know, someone else's whole, you know, blueprint. Send that soundbite to your haters, because some people need to hear that out here. Like, please stop trying to, anyways. Let's see. So we have happy, happy, and by the book, you guys. That by the book energy is saying, okay, we're doing this in a very methodical way. We have steps that we're taking, we're organized, and we're on the road to our happiness through organization, through persistence. Yeah, for sure. This is a foolproof plan. We have come to the edge, and I feel like this was a previous energy. That was the universe testing you, the universe revealing different things to you. The universe really pushed you to the edge, and I feel like you guys kind of went into your shell for a while, and you went into hibernation mode, and you had given up on something, or you had stopped trying to do something. But it was to reveal everything that was revealed to you. It was so that you could know what you know now, and now it's time to get back on task, you guys. Here and now, focus on the present moment, not your past. Make the present moment a reflection of your future, because whether or not you do, it is. So you might as well have a co-creative perspective on your present moment and set yourself up for success. A leg up, the universe will also help you. We keep getting that energy of the universe coming through with some sort of magical blessing or abundance. Like, I feel like you guys are given an opportunity, like this golden opportunity this week, and it's just like, don't squander it. Because with that replacing what was lost card, it says this card may also indicate abundance is on the horizon. So it's like all these messages that the universe is about to put something new into your life, new love as well, new into your life, something very much so beneficial, and it's a gift for you. So if you're not home, you're not going to hear the doorbell ring. If you're living out someone else's story, focused on other people, if you're not at home in your emotional body, you're not going to get what you need. You're going to miss your package. Okay? So make sure you are home. Make sure you're focused on self so that you don't miss it. But I keep getting this message over and over again for you guys that the universe is giving you some sort of like magical, random blessing, abundance. We have taking risk, courage, and purification. So I feel like now that you've been through everything that you've been through, now that you've had your break, you understand what works and what doesn't anymore. And it's time to get back on task. Time to get back into what it is you were doing before, what it is you were focused on before, or returning back to self, where you are the most important, where you are the main focus of your life. Even if you have kids and things like that, make time to go further, because that's how you provide for them as well. And then we have taking risks and courage. So a lot of you feel like it's risky business to try again, especially if this is something more creative. You're like, you know what, I feel like I would rather just do something that other people have done because it makes sense, and you know, I can see on their path how they got to abundance. But you have your own path, and the universe is promising you your own abundance. So you have to be present within yourself in order to receive that. And it's going to take some courage. It's going to take courage. It's going to take strength. But like I said, star in the sun indicates fame for me as a reader. And I see definitely accolade, people putting respect on your name, people really looking at you, Capricorn, like you are like the bar, the person to look after. Like, people are going to be looking at you like how you look at like the people you admire. So yeah, you guys, that was your message. DM my Instagram, or I'm sorry, no DM. Check me out on Etsy in the description below if you'd like your own private personal tarot reading. I do not do readings, payments through Instagram DM. Beware of spam accounts. I only have one account, and it is linked directly below. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel and check me out on Patreon in the description below, where I post my personal spells, collective spreads, all sorts of stuff on there. And yeah, you guys, that was your message. I love you. Be careful what you wish for, and I will see you in the next one.